And with that, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blood in the Streets Dota 2 Championship, brought to you guys by FirstBlood.io and Antline Audio. I am the source. We'll be bringing you APB, Anime Pro Boxa, which is former Anji. Finally figured that one out. At least I got it right this time. And Gambit. And today joining me is eSkills Dota and PandaCast. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. I'm surprised that you went along with the Anime Pro Boxer thing.
Bosca, if I remember what it says on the paper. And we did also figure out what the meme that is from last time around. For those who don't know, it's Hajime no Ippo, which is one of the older animes that's still around-ish, if I remember correctly. And it's a boxing anime, and a bunch of the players have got that as their personal logo. All of their like profile avatars are from that. So
that's very next level.
There's your next level anime history. There's your intro, but we've got a couple of bands coming in. But why don't you guys talk a little bit about these teams? And we still don't have a permanent member for APB. They're using another stand-in today.
Yeah, I mean, this is the roster swap area, so I assume these rosters are going to change quite a lot on the next few months. People are going to get dropped and added. But what do you think about this opening? I know that we talked about this one a lot, like the Night Stalker, Lycan, combined together, not banned at all.
I mean, especially CS, they value this, first phase by far. I'm pretty sure if Gambit wouldn't have picked the Lycan after picking Night Stalker, Anime would have picked it up. The Sanking, like Anime Pro Boxera, they open up with Sanking. Like, I'm sure they were deciding between Night Stalker and Sanking, but if they would have picked Night Stalker, then Gambit would probably have picked Sanking and Lycan, and they would have gone on that Lycan counter to Night Stalker. And I think that's why they picked Sanking. And now they were able to pick Bad Rider, which is a very strong hero against Lycan in lane. It's a hero that can actually pressure him a lot.
Do you really want to play Bat Rider against a Night Stalker, though?
That's kind of the thing, that later on, you really aren't good at all against Night Stalker because you don't have any, like, the vision control is completely screwed because of Night Stalker. But what you can do is, like, Lycan, one of the reasons why he's so strong right now is that he can basically deal with any lane, except Bat Rider. Because like, if you get a few napalm stacks and then you just firefly him, like, because the strength of Lycan is his base region from the Feral Impulse, but you can't really use that against Bat Rider because if you actually get caught by him, you most likely die.
So that lane, do you think they should maybe consider trying to swap up the lanes, maybe to at least guarantee that Lycan is going to have a bit of a better early game, or maybe grab a support that's good against Bat Rider?
I mean, they can do either way. I would assume they're gonna try to do some kind of way so that Lycan doesn't have to lane against Bat Rider, yeah. And of course, APB is gonna try to, read them so that they get that matchup.
The never-ending Dota battle. When sometimes you see teams, they want to get like the better lane matchup so badly that the lane swaps are gonna happen and they're like gonna run around the map. I hope that's not gonna be the case. I hate it when it happens.
Yeah, it is pretty big risk that might happen, but we'll see.
What about Oracle? People forgot about him, but he used to be the Bat Rider counter, or all these magic heroes kind of damage. Nope. But
that is a strong hero against Bat, because if it's so the Bat Rider, if they want to pressure Lycan now, they basically have to dual lane, because Bane is gonna basically zone him by himself, and even if he actually gets some pressure on the lane as a Bat Rider, Bane can always sleep him if he's like fireflying above the Lycan. So it's a pretty good defensive hero for that lane.
The only thing that I think is maybe worrying, like, I really like what you explained, like the idea about the Bane and Bat Rider and how to counter that, but it feels like maybe they put themselves in a position where, like, their team fight right now is super bad. Like, yeah, they have vision, or they're gonna have vision. They have a single target disable and a wolf.
Yeah, they need to. I actually, it's fun because that was exactly my thought of it. They have really strong lanes right now. Like with the Bane, of course, and Nice Talker when it gets Knight, he's super strong. But I think they really want these two heroes. They need to round out their team fight a bit because Sanking alone makes the team fight a bit hard. Like they have a BKB lockdown and then Sanking AoE stun and then Dazzle Grave. Like right now, Grave is perfect because they only have solo target.
They're gonna keep going. I mean, it is lockdown for the Dazzle, so if you want to stop that Grave for coming, like you have a Legion that can jump in, but it's still their lineup is so single target. I haven't seen a lineup this single target in a very long time. Yeah, I guess that's the matchup that they want.
But yeah, right now I would like this Sven pick is amazing against both. Like against Lycan, Sven is an old counter because you have the armor, you have a really nice lockdown, and basically what you want against Lycan is armor and lockdown. So perfect. And it's also a hero that does quite okay against Legion. Like if he has the ulti on, Legion can't just duel him. Like you need to be a bit careful about that stuff.
And they barely have any magic damage on Gambit's side right now. Like they have stuff that are basically nothing. The Void, overwhelming odds, brain sap, but nothing that can really chew through a Sven or at least burst him.
I think their last pick, they definitely want some big teamfight control. I can see a hero like Puck work pretty good. It's a good hero against Dazzle. You're pretty easy at like finding out the Dazzle and locking him down or even killing him while Legion goes on somewhere else. And with the Nice Talker vision, Puck can like get the jumps that he wants and stuff. And it's like I said, it's actually a teamfight hero.
They are thinking about it.
Thinking about Mag too.
I don't like that idea. It's kind of scary though against like Sanking Sven. Like he needs to get really good RPs.
Yeah, but you have the Nice Talker. That's why Mag is okay this game. Okay, so they have the last pick. So their mid pick is gonna be based on what Anima, blah blah.
APB.
APB. Yeah, I keep telling myself in my brain say APB, and then I start saying anime, and then I have to finish it, and I get wrecked. But anime is gonna have the first pick here, so Gambit is gonna have the freedom to be able to counter pick it. So
what really counters this though?
Razor and Lina. That is, but Timber. It's not a very good Timber game at all, though. I mean, Razor was pretty good ban because it's really good against both Sven and DK. It's really good against DK in lane, and it's really good against Sven later. But I don't know, I still feel that they kinda want something fighty. But they can also go the route to just try to, like, they have this Bane, they have this Legion, and then they can pick another very strong laner if they can, like Timber, and they can just try to snowball the game. Like they just win because they're like winning the lanes into just taking objective and getting too big of a lead.
Can they go like DP here?
It's not that good against Sven with DK. They both have a shit ton of armor.
Thinking about just like snowballing, pushing, stuff like that.
Viper? Oh, Ursa.
Oh, that's a really nice pick.
That is the snowball for you right there.
Yeah. And it's a good matchup too.
It's Timber and I forgot about Ursa, but Timber and Ursa are probably the two heroes here that aren't banned and can actually like really destroy DK. But now, like their game is extremely reliant on actually just kind of snowballing, since they are very lacking on the team fight.
And they might, if you look at their lanes are really strong. Like there's potential from APB to just roam around, maybe get some kills with tanking and stuff like that. But on the other side, you have a Night Stalker, you have a Bane. Like these lanes are super strong.
Yeah, Gambit's ref. It's not weak or anything. It's just quite one-dimensional, and that's something you usually want to not have too much of. But yeah, they can easily like snowball and get like a really good first night and just kind of getting all the tier 1s early and mean, with Ursa they have amazing Roche potential and all this stuff. And it's always
skill-wise, it's pretty even. Like this should be a quite even match, I think.
Yeah, I don't think like yeah, skill-wise, I don't think I would give any team any like real edge. I think I'm actually not quite sure even how both teams did in the regionals.
I think APB did quite well. I think maybe I'm just fine. I'm gonna let it go. Pretty much the best line ever.
Wow.
I want that it's a disaster one, and they're all dead. But I'm so far away. It actually makes me so sad.
Eto GG, that's the best one.
I think that one is a bit annoying, but yeah, it's pretty good.
He sounds so like desperate when he yells it or something. I don't know. Something about his voice that makes it amazing.
So for Mag, do you think he'd rather have the Slain against the Lycan Bane, or maybe like they are going with that, but is it worse against the Legion? Should be, right?
Legion wins. That's actually one of the reasons why Legion was a very good pick, because that means that
no fear. Nice boots.
Like, okay, so the Legion, he can pressure this lane a lot, and I would assume, okay, Nightalker is gonna start mid. I guess he's gonna start mid because he assumes No Fair is gonna start mid, and it's basically this 2 versus 2 trade-off. But that means that Bad Rider is gonna be alone, and that we talked about, like this Bane, he's gonna be able to basically deal with him by himself, just because he's, I mean, Bane is what he has to be like the best zoner in the game, basically, and like Treant, because of his amazing stats, and he has Brain Zap.
Okay, there are actually so many boots. Wait, I need to. Okay, 3 people started with boots.
Yeah, that's normal. Or like it's normal. It's normal that the both roamers start with boots. And with Bat, it's not unheard of to start with, like.
I have to admit that I thought I'm gonna see more boots. I kind of disappointed myself. Then you ruin it, you know.
You can see Kuman is doing pretty well.
I was looking at them top. No Fear is getting a pretty nice stun, so he's gonna make them go weak. But as you said, like Mag is pretty much not getting anything right now.
Bane is really strong hero when it comes to laning.
Is there any point where Bat Rider can do something in this lane?
I think once he gets some levels, and he basically needs sanking, because otherwise he's just gonna, as soon as he fireflies, he's just gonna get slept and like gonna take off the entire edge. Like sanking needs to be there and be able to remove the sleep.
Oh, they're actually gonna go on the Bane now. Always want to fly. He has a lot of sticky napalm on him, and he's not gonna draw. Are you kidding me? Mag, he's trying to get in for the right click. He's gonna find one right click. It's not gonna be enough just yet. And always want to fly. He's gonna hit him a couple times. Mag? Okay, he's gonna turn out. He's gonna get the kill on always want to fly. That was for a second he hesitated.
I think I thought he was dead for sure too. That's why Nofer didn't remove the sleep, and then they realized, oh shit, he's alive.
Mid lane, Pikachu is playing with his haste, trying to not get hit anymore by Kuman. Kind of sad.
And he's been CSing well. Like, this is definitely Ursa favored, but DK is DK. He's pretty good at finding form in most matchups. But it gets this lane gets like super scared for DK. Basically now up until all the time, because Ursa has a lot of kill potential.
Kuman knows that. He's playing like that. He's playing with Pikachu, basically being like, oh, you're gonna get near these creeps, I'm gonna just come in and slow you, and I don't know if he can kill him now. He doesn't have overpower, so I don't know.
No, but this is the build you do, I think, because you basically it is what you do. You just Earthshock gets 1 or 2 or 3 hits, and then you Earthshock again, and like when you have this Orb of Venom, DK can't get away. And even if he's like very close to the tower, still a lot of fear of dying.
And while that is happening top lane, they're gonna use the Howl, trying to get some extra HP, but Mag is again under the tower. He's taking some tower hits. This is kind of painful for him. He might go down before the Lycan, and yeah, Always Wanna Fly is gonna come in and grab that kill. And now No Fear, he is super low. He's gonna tank another tower hit. Big Nom, he has the mana just now. Can't see him, but oh, Jukes?
Juke City?
Nah, no, they found him. Daxak is gonna walk in for that.
I think they went for that play because they saw Bane was. I think they saw Bane on their ward here that he went for like the bounty or something. And then Mag was like, "All right, there's an opening, and Daxak has napalm stacks on him. Let's go." It was very close.
Yeah, as soon as Bane shows up and they have a little bit of extra damage and maybe a Nightmare if they need it, then it's not the greatest at that point. And farm-wise, they're all getting farm.
Yeah, I just thought of it. Like even this Legion is doing very well. But yeah, Sven Dazzle is
another dive.
There.
Giving up. So what do you do for your Radiant? Like top lane, it's not going that well. They're getting pressured quite a lot. Mid? Okay, never mind. It's going to be a stun and Kuman is going to back off. But do you just try to get your Sven to be like humongous and then go for the team fights?
Yeah, okay, so what you want to do, you don't wanna brainlessly bash your head against this top wall with this battery, because like we talked about, how Gambit most likely, like the biggest chance for them to win this game is just snowball off lanes. And if APB knows that, like they just try to leash as much as they can, not die with like excessive amount of heroes, and just kind of get their items. And at some point, this Sven is gonna be so big, and they're gonna have like this Sanking Blink, and their team fight is gonna be amazing with the Dazzle Grave against this heavy solo damage lineup of Gambit, and they can kind of just win. So they need to make sure that they don't, get too destroyed on lanes. Which, like right now, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not good either.
And the last hits right now, they look pretty darn good for Gambit. All their cores are way up there. Batrider not getting nearly as much as
bottom.
And actually, they're going to get a dual bottom lane on the Sven. That should be a kill and some dual damage 6 minutes into the game.
This Legion is having a really, really good game. And this is the scary part. Now that it's night and Bugnum can start roaming around. And APB, of course, they want to prevent as much of this roaming kills to happen. But it's very hard.
I mean, they dodged the last one. I think they scouted Bugnum. They're pinging him again. They know he's there. So Pikachu's probably not going to get caught here. They might actually go and turn on Bugnum. Have Dazzle here. He does not have Grave. Sinking also around. Just going to stack some Ancients.
I think that even if they go on Bugnum here, he's nice talker, like he's too tank.
Oh, they're going under the tower. He's actually going to ult. He's now silenced up. A good stun, but he's sinking. They're going to stop this aggression, at least for now. Pikachu, he's going to be able to survive this. If they can do something with it, he's so low.
And I think even if they would have gone on Night Stalker, like the hero is so tanky with his 5 or 6 armor, and they would just like, what it would happen is basically they would give Gambit an opening for Ursa to come in and probably get like 1 or 2 kills, because they don't have the damage with DK and Dazzle Sanking to kill, I think.
It feels like DK is he always has damage when he's not on my team. That's my feeling about DK. He needs to be careful. Kuma is chasing. He doesn't have the phase boost, but he's quite fast.
Yeah, and as we can see, the lane is by no means good for DK, but he has 40 last hits. Like, he's doing very, very well, I would say. Like, he found a good amount of last hits.
I'm very surprised. I thought this is going to go not nearly as good for APB, because bottom lane it was pretty bad. Cheshire Cat under the tower, he's just gonna duel that poor little Sand King, and he's gonna find himself more duel damage.
It is a very happy Legion right now. He's on par with Sven for last hits. He also went the power treads. This is something I've always been thinking about when I play Legion. Like, I'm not sure. I always go face, but I feel power treads is also a very potential pickup on this hero.
I wonder if, I don't know, I don't want to do math right now and stuff, but I wonder what's more like solo kill potential if you go phase or treads.
Like, of course, phase is good for the sake that you overwhelming odds and then you start your phase and you're super fast, but yeah, I think power treads is better for when you're like, if you actually get to the duel. Shuvash.
And oh my god, is he getting another duel? This is 3 duels before 10 minutes.
That was also like the same second as the duel went, like got on, he used it. So no downtime at all.
They're trying to put some pressure on mid in the meantime. Pikachu with his ultimate, he still have half duration on it, so maybe they can make something happen. But this is, I think this is just too difficult for them. Like, their damage, their fight is just not really there. So if Gambit are going to go in on them, they're just going to die. Jishikid is going to have a super fast blink if that's what he's going for. He's sitting on 1600 gold. And in the top lane, they're getting ready to go on mag. They use it. Oh, God. That was like 2 crits, right? I think
that was an angry wolf.
Angry wolf, yeah.
But yeah, I think with this start, he might consider going something like an armlet here, just to be another strong hero.
He can also have like such a fast blink that, I mean, what they're gonna do against that? If he picks up a blink a minute from now, they need either Dazzle. He's level 4. He's holding into the point, so he can't get a point in Grave, which I assume that's gonna be the case. But if Dazzle's not there, then pretty much he can kill anyone at this point with Legion.
Yeah, he's a very scary hero, and I'd like the blink more because they don't have any initiation right now. So like, getting his blink, it looks like he's going for the blink.
Top lane mag, he's gonna go for the lasso and always want to fly. He is one tanky support though.
Legion wants to kill mid with his newly purchased blink. To be a dead picket or
going in. He's not going in. That was a bit confusing. Now he's going in. That's gonna be the ultimate. They're actually gonna go on the Night Stalker on the back lines. No fear. Now they're looking for a dual target. They're gonna find it. That's gonna be the Sven. That's gonna be a pretty big kill. The stun is gonna be there. The dual damage is not, but Sven is still gonna go down. And now they're looking for more. Kuman is starting to punch into people. He's dropping quite low though. He's gonna get up under the tower, and they're going to claim themselves a kill on the Ursa, so not that bad for APB. They lost their Sven, but could have been worse.
Yeah, since they only lost Ursa, it was still good for them. They also forced a lot of heroes mid. So definitely good for Gambit, but I don't think APB feels too bad about it either. They're also going to get mid tower now, I think.
Is Drums DK?
That is a thing, yes.
Is it?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of DK is starting to be a very popular hero, and I wouldn't say every game I see they go, but at least half the time. Pretty common.
I think when I see DK games, I shut down.
Why?
Attention. I just hate that hero so much. I don't have a normal explanation for that, but every time I see him, I'm like, oh, so boring.
I don't know. I like him a lot. But I definitely get why you think he's boring. He's very flashy. He doesn't do any flashy. He's like a version of Viper.
I'd rather see Naga than
God.
DK. Yep.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but that's the truth. So in the meantime, Cheshire Cat was able to claim the tier 1 tower. They're actually TPing to the top lane to contest this push. They're bringing a lot of people around, actually. 4 heroes.
Fight.
They do have backup here, though. Chuvash? God. Chuvash. I'm gonna go with that. He's around here. He is still holding into the point and not skilling Grave. I'm not sure. It's not about, but... And they see him. They see Sedoy. They know that he's around here as well. They see DK in mid lane, so they should realize that there are 4 heroes here.
TP it out.
And yeah, Dazzle TPing out. Cheshire Cat is looking for a kill, but no fear. He backed away very quickly. They're probably giving up this tower, though.
Yeah, now that Dazzle TP is out, I don't think they have any business trying to defend it.
I think they smoked in vision.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely saw that, I think.
I think they did. Like, they smoked the Lycan, and that was kind of awkward.
Shuvash pinged it too.
No fear, you need to be careful. This is kind of a lot of time wasted for Gambit.
But this is fine because Ursa, he's still been doing his thing the entire time, and even if they didn't get a kill, they got the tower. And I mean, they used a lot for it. They used a smoke, they used an ops to, and now they can go Roche. Because this area that they just smoked in and stuff, it's kind of like secured, and APB doesn't feel safe being there at all, which means that Roshan is... they're probably not going to realize they're doing Roche until it's too late.
And even if they do, can they really do anything about it? They don't have Blink Daggers.
Yeah,
not on the Sand King, not on the Batrider. Batrider is actually going back to drums. I think he was saving up a lot of money, and he decided to pick up the drums now.
I think this is a pretty good drums game because as it goes right now, like the bleeding is most likely just gonna screw with your initiation, and the drums are gonna allow you to like...
Dazzle, he might survive this one. He's gonna get the Grave on himself. Now the lasso is gonna catch the Night Stalker. Can't they get the kill? They're gonna get 1 kill here. Can they get anything more though? Sedoy is hitting onto them with that ultimate, but the Blade Mail on Cheshire Cat gonna destroy him. And now Pikachu, he might be in a lot of trouble as well. They're still all standing in the fire though, so this fight
comes Ursa
out. Yeah, Kuma is running in. He's quite low on mana. He has 61 charges, so he can do something if he wants to. But for now, I mean, they're kind of kiting them around. Cheshire Cat is going to come back in. Pikachu, now he's going to get focused down. Kuman going to claim himself an easy one. Mag, he's running in. He want to get that kill, but there's an armlet on Daxax, so he's not going to go down. And it's actually going to be Mag falling. No fear. Okay, they're going to slowly crush him. Not slowly. Petna was going to come in with that dust. And did they not lose anyone?
No, they lost.
Okay, they lost 2. I was like, I remember people dying, but I guess it was so early into that fight that they just respawned.
It got dragged out a lot. But we could see there for a moment, like, that APB, like, their team fight is stronger. But right now they're just too far behind. So then like, Kuman eventually got there, and then APB basically had to run for their lives. They couldn't get away.
He was mostly Sedoy running in and being like, I'm big, strong, independent Sven. And then with his ultimate up, he started punching into a Legion with a Blade Mill. So, that was unfortunate.
But yeah,
this Legion is so formed.
To talk about these drums, like they have a very, very run-at-you lineup on Gambit. Now they got some blinks too, but they're still like this Night Stalker, Ursa, Legion, Lycan. They're all running at you heroes. And drums are good because, yeah, obviously it gives you movement speed and gives your entire team movement speed. And it's one way to kind of try to deal with it somewhat. Whereas a blink, like he blinks in and then he lassos someone and then probably Legion just removes it, and then what? The blink isn't necessarily like good for anything other than hopefully finding a good jump in.
Woman, he has a haste. They're gonna jump in. They're gonna get the duel. Good stun from No Fear. Is gonna delay this one. They're gonna get the grave, so they're not gonna lose their DK just yet. It looks like he is gonna drop at the end of that grave regardless. And now Max is gonna get a lasso onto the Ursa. Can they do anything though? Kuman, he still has that haste. The follow-up stun is gonna be there. Now Sven is gonna run, and nobody's gonna get gripped. Always want to fly with the blaze. He's gonna lock down the Sven. Now the Lycan is gonna run in. Always want to fight, taking a lot of damage under the tower. He might die here, but I don't think they care. They're on the tier 3 tower. No Fear is gonna jump in again. Doesn't have mana for the epicenter, so the damage is just not there. And Mac is gonna go down as well. That's gonna be a 5-man wipe for Night Stalker and an Aegis.
Yeah, and I believe we are at the point where Radiant is getting run over.
I think run over is an understatement.
Getting put to the curb.
And this is the definition of a snowball lineup. They're stupidly far ahead when it comes to net worth. Like, they have a 10k net worth lead at 18 minutes. This Legion is humongous. And yeah. This is looking very rough for them. Like, what do you think is the play? What's gonna turn this one for APB?
Well, they need to get a fight where even if, like, they want to be the ones going at them, but for that they kind of need blinks, and they need a blink on
Cheshire
Sven.
Cat. He's gonna get himself some more damage. 58 dual damage.
Yeah, it's rough. But okay, so they kind of need blinks in order to actually get like a legit team fight off, like to get the stuff they want. And I mean, Nofer has his blink soon. Sven isn't really close at all. Bat is close-ish. But after that, they also need to be the ones initiating the fight. They need to be the one taking initiative and actually, because so far what's happening in fights is that Gambit goes on them, and then yeah, they have the Grave for the duel and stuff. But the hero that is Grave, he's still at 1 HP, and he dies eventually. And then it's still like, they basically just delay the inevitable.
Oh, mid lane. Cheshire Cat, he jumped in. I think he thought he had duel. He did not. So Sedoy is gonna get to live another minute.
Another minute feels bad, man.
I wanted to say live another day, and I was like, day sounds too long for Sedoy this game.
He's getting close to Halberd. Halberd is very good this game. That is
OP.
Yeah, it is OP, and in this game it's even a good item.
Oh, there's a newly purchased Shadow Blade on Cheshire Cat. This time he does have that duel. They're coming from behind. They're looking at Mag. Cheshire Cat's just going to go in on him, and that's going to be the demise of this bat right now. They're going to go on the DK. Dazzler's around here as well, but he's forced to go the other way. He's coming back to maybe try and help them out. No Fear. He does have that epicenter. He's going to not go for it just yet. They're going to get the grip onto the DK. Dazzler's going to save him last second, but again, at what cost? The Grave is going to end, and he's going to die. Why is he not epping?
Sure what happened there, but
maybe he thought it was gonna get cancelled.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Maybe there was a hero there or something that we didn't think of.
I don't think they had dust. It's on cooldown. I'm not sure.
Let's just assume something would have cancelled.
And Sedoy is going to get jumped on. Another duel for Cheshire Cat. He's going to claim himself some more damage. I don't think he needs it at this point.
This is a very happy Legion.
This is
that was the I don't want to play this game anymore, GG.
I don't blame them. It is a best of 3. It's upper bracket finals, so even if they lose the series, they're still in the game. So
I mean,
I don't blame them for tapping out of that.
No, this was they're definitely a draft mistake, because this is how a lot of Russian teams do. They just snowball out of control by having stronger lanes. And I feel that APB, they had, like, all 3 lanes were weaker. Gambit just took full control of that.
It was definitely very well played by them.
Legion did a crap ton of damage.
How much damage? Oh my god, he had 19,000 damage. How long was this game? 20 and a little bit?
If you just look at it, the Lycan did 6.8. The Ursa, who we felt he actually had like a big impact, he did 8.7. Not even half.
I mean, it's 86 dual damage in about 20 minutes, so...
Pretty impressive.
Hello, the source. I heard you.
Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, Cheshire Cat got fed. Legion ran over the team, duel after duel. Feels bad, man.
I think that's a good
Like
conclusion.
there's no, because it wasn't like there was a lot they could do at that point. I mean, you gave Cheshire Cat free farm to 50 CS and let him kill 2 people in a row and get a blanket. What was his blink timing? Something like 10 minutes?
Yeah, it was like 11 or something. Had a blade mill a minute after. It was pretty
Well, that
Pretty
is,
scary.
disgusting.
that is definitely how you snowball. So, with how fast that game was, we'll be getting into our next game very shortly, but we are going to go to a momentary break, guys. So this is Blood in the Streets Dota 2 Championship, brought to you guys by firstblood.io and Antline Audio. We'll be back in just a few minutes with Game 2 between APB and Gambit Esports.
It'll be long, making ladders out of cowboy sheets. We will be gone while we're counting stars, they're counting sheep. Peter, hold your breath, don't make a sound. Just keep running and keep running and keep running. In our heads we're 10 feet off the ground. Just keep running and keep running, keep running, keep running, keep feeling alone. Never thought I'd see this place again. I'm growing old in a different world. You stay the same, 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 same. I just hold my breath, don't make a sound. I'm running, I keep running, I keep running. 'Cause I can see you quite as clearly now. I'm running, I keep running. You know that place between us, sleeping awake, where you can still remember dreams. I swear I'll always love you. You know that place between us, sleeping awake, where you can still remember dreams. I swear I'll always love you, and that's where I'll be waiting. That's where I'll be waiting. That's where I'll be waiting. That's where I'll be waiting.
Radiant team back.
Alright, folks, we are back with Game 2. I will update that graphic in a minute. Between APB and Gambit Esports, I'm the Source. Join me is PandaCast and eSkills Dota. Before we get into our second game, why don't we go over, I think the answer is pretty clear as to who the Antline Audio MVP of the game is. Yeah, I just want to open the floor to any contesting of Cheshire Cat, but I think that one's pretty obvious.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
He kind of ran over that game pretty handily.
Team back.
I'd say supports get plenty of credit most of the time. Usually they don't get MVP because it's hard to see a support's play truly be the play that made the game, unless it's a specific support who made one really clutch save somewhere. But yeah, it's hard for supports to get that much love. But we are into draft number 2, and after Gambit pretty much just stomping straight through APB strategy, Night Stalker is gone pretty much off the bat. So didn't think we'd see that again. It kind of set them up for success early, but I don't know. Was the Legion just so, just kind of it happened, and it's not really that much of a strategy to worry about?
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Shadow Shaman.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Dark Seer.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Juggernaut.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Faceless Void.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
You don't like, because they really don't have any real chrono damage except for that combination right now. But they're probably gonna finish off the draft with some
I mean,
range.
Invoker is gonna be. Nyx is kind of annoying against that, but other than that, I feel like
There's
Invoker is fun.
Razor, DP,
Razor's out.
or Razor's ban, yeah. But there's like a Shadow Fiend. There's a lot of heroes you can still go that has some damage in chrono. Like, since it is some position 1 void, you don't need a lot of damage, but having some is always nice.
It would definitely be nice to have another thing to combo with Darkseer. I mean, yeah, they do have the vacuum, they have Sanking stun, they could go in with the chrono after. But have another hero on top of that. I'm rooting for Invoker. I don't know why.
I actually really like APB's draft right now. Like, they have the Sanking Darcy combination, like you said, and then Void. Like, they have a lot of team fight. They have strong lanes. But my concern right now is, like, is this Darkseer gonna be able to get the levels that he needs? It's the big reason is he gonna be able to get level 2, or is he gonna be zoned completely?
5 seconds
He
remaining.
might just get level 2 instantly, and I'm gonna look like a retard. But
And
maybe
he
not.
can go jungle too. He can decide to, like, okay, I'm just gonna go get level 2 jungle and then go to the lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. We'll see.
They're done with Cheshire Cat Legion.
Yeah.
This is a nope. This is a respect ban. You know what? You had a good game. You are not getting to play Legion again. Not this game, at least.
It's a very good hero against Faceless Void too, since it has a lot of lockdown.
5 seconds.
I mean, to play with the Nyx, they have quite a lot of lockdown for the Void, but there is the threat of.
I'm feeling the
Sanking
tide
have
right now.
almost- The Tide.
Shadow Shaman is low range. Void doesn't do well against him. It's a lot of team fights. It's really good against. But I'm sure they won't pick Tide.
10 seconds
Just
remaining.
believe. I think Cheshire Cat likes playing like more active heroes, maybe.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a Cheshire Cat hero.
I'm not sure what is right now. I mean, what are
They
the
definitely
really
want
popular
some
offerings?
stuns. Like, they have an okay amount of stuns, but
5 seconds remaining.
Having more is never bad.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Entire team
Thank you!
Well, it worked.
assassin.
And yeah, the TA pick, it's a common lane against Shadowfiend that does well. It's also another hero. It has some potential with Void to deal damage us out of it, and it's a very strong hero with the Iron Shell.
So who do you favor after looking at your Tide prediction?
I favor Gambit now, I like them. No, but I think both drafts are very, very well rounded. There's no one that's clearly gonna like destroy the lanes. I would say if anything, there's no like it's like the mid lane is favored a bit for Pikachu. The off lane, like Tidehunter is gonna have a good time off lane. The Darkseid, as long as he's gonna get some levels, he's gonna be completely
10
fine.
seconds remaining.
Both lineups has a lot of team fight, like a lot of team fight.
5
So,
seconds remaining.
I don't know. I think both drafts are very even. This is gonna come down to play.
I think I kind of like the Gambit draft a bit more. I know I sound like a true hater because I hated the DK last game and I'm hating on the Void now, but I didn't like it even when it was super popular. So,
Right.
I am a hater. I'm sorry, but I am. I just like their lineup. I think with Void, okay, I can put my finger on what I hate about the hero. I don't actually hate it, but it always feels like you're a Chrono. Like everything revolves around, oh, you use Chrono. Okay, we all have to back now. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case for their lineup because they have a lot of like other things happening for them. Like they have the sinking. Shadow Shaman is pretty low cooldowns too. If he can survive.
Yeah, I mean, that is how the heroes always worked. Now that he got the time dilation, he also has another purpose against heroes like Zeus and Bristleback and this stuff. But against this lineup, time dilation doesn't have a necessarily like, oh, it's good against this hero.
Did you see that taunt? I did not know that Void
Oh,
has.
I hear you in game. Oh wait, no, that's on me. Why do I hear you in game now, but not last game?
Oh, he was just dancing.
My thanks.
Wait, try to talk now.
What?
Yeah, you
I
mean the
op-
void?
I
void
opened
taunt?
mic in game. That's why you can hear
30
me.
seconds
Oh
to
right,
go.
I should do that too.
Yeah, you should mute co-broadcasters.
Mic for team, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
Anyways, there's a dancing Sadoi, so I'm sure that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen that void taunt before.
Me neither. Is this from like this compendium?
Should be compendium, yeah. Level 1,000,000.
Level 1,000,000 sounds about right.
The battle begins.
Okay, Valve is baiting us with levels and weekend tales and you know all the fun stuff.
They know how to do it.
Oh, the Shadow Fiend dance! Everybody's gonna dance this game.
So yeah, there's gonna be this classic 2 versus 2 in mid.
I'm so done with it. Actually, I can't wait for something to be nerfed or buffed or for something to happen that this boring 2-on-2 mid is gonna stop.
Yeah, it's like you basically you go mid with both heroes every game because you expect one of the other teammates to be there, so you have to be there too. It's like a vicious circle.
Mag, he might be in a lot of trouble. He's not level 2 just yet. The spin is doing a lot of damage on him, and one more hit, always want to fly, is gonna claim himself first blood. He almost got that level 2, but he decided to make it look good.
Yeah, and I mean he's gonna get level 2 now, so he's gonna be fine. But this is a little bit of what I talked about, like level 1. This Bane is such a strong hero.
But once Bane gets level 2 as well, then that Surge is potentially not gonna be like a lifesaver.
Yeah, Bane is a very, very, very good hero against Darkseid. He can actually deal with him fairly well to just harass, and then
Top
sleep is
lane?
obviously great.
Cheshire Cat is gonna start off this game well. The salve, no fear. He's still gonna die. That was a wasted salve, unfortunately.
Gone out.
Cheshire Cat is on fire.
What?
Cheshire Cat is on fire.
He's on fire. Oh, like
Yes, if he's playing good.
I was expecting like actual fire. I
Not
thought
on
Dota
fire.
is bugging out or something.
But yeah, so this is the scary thing with this tight pick. Void Shadow Shaman, like, they're too little range, so he might go bonkers this. But right now he's very low. Probably gonna have to go back.
He's gonna swim back.
Why not?
So mid lane, they're giving some space to the mid laners to actually play their lane. Oh, it's going quite okay. Petna was gonna run around here. Try to put some more pressure on Pikachu, and on the other side, Always On Fly is gonna... I think he scouted them. Knowing there are a couple of heroes here. What is Shuvash doing?
Chilling with Mag.
Yeah, I guess that's a valid strat too.
I think the issue is that he feels like he can't really do anything mid now because he's running a big risk of dying if he gets like stunned or...
Oh, mid lane,
Yeah.
they have the setup. Bignum is here as well. A couple of raises. He has a refraction, but oh, it's level 2 refraction. It's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, so this tanking he can't really help TA even because he runs the risk of dying if he gets stunned into some races, and then he basically is just there to feed. So they leave Pikachu alone instead. Then that happened. So once again, we can really see the... Yeah, maybe Gambit's lane are just better this time too. Or they're just playing better, but I mean this Bane and especially this Tidehunter makes it really hard for them to deal with their safe lane.
They want to run in on Kuman, but No Fear's smoke is gonna break, and he's running in. No Fear, you're just a Shadow Shaman. I realized that. And this is so difficult. They want to get a kill on Kuman. They want to slow down this Shadow Fiend. He's sitting on 18 souls, so this lane is quite easy for him at this point. I mean, it's not as horrible. This matchup, yeah, it's TA favored, but Kuman should be completely okay.
I don't think it's that TA favored anymore. The hero does well in a pure 1 versus 1 against SF, but he doesn't really provide any kill potential. Like, let's say you have a Queen. Queen has a lot of kill potential on Shadow Fiend. Like, but TA has kill potential on Shadow Fiend once he hits level. She hits level 6. Up until that point, she can basically, yeah, she like out TS's Shadow Fiend and stuff. But to my experience, the last few months, like the matchup is completely fine for Shadow Fiend. It's not that big as it once were. Maybe it's because people learned how to play the lane better, or this 2 versus 2 crap in mid. It's happening. I don't know, but
everyone quite salty about that. So Mag is gonna farm up a couple of jungle camps and go back home, and they're actually looking to go on Chishik in the top lane. They're done with this guy. They're gonna shackle him. The stun is gonna be there though from Bignum. Now the Sankey is gonna get stunned up. He's gonna take a couple of tower hits to the face, but Chishik is still gonna go down at the end, so they got what they wanted.
this tide he actually hasn't gotten as much as I thought. I mean, he's at 13 CS. That's completely fine, but Sidoi is still fairly free for me. Not exactly, but the lane is not running like going out of control or anything. At least not yet.
I think sometimes it's maybe it's my issue. I mean, it probably is my issue, but I feel like Tide and Batrider both have the same issue where you're trying to harass the enemy safe laners so much that sometimes you're like missing out on last hit. Mag, oh, he actually used the surge. Gonna lock him with the Nightmare. There's still Blade Fury available, and Mag, the knife.
Oh, he tried.
That was close. I thought the like Hadouken is gonna come or something. Didn't happen.
But that's true, at least for Batrider. I think with Tidehunter, it's quite easy to last it, at least because you have the Anchor Smash. A lot of damage. But with Batrider, I can 100% agree that I miss so many last hits because I am focused on harassing.
I needed the napalm. I needed the napalm. And then you're like, okay, I just missed 2 CS for no reason.
Oh,
well,
crap. Well, at least they got a napalm the enemy.
yeah, it feels kind of bad. But I mean, he's getting the levels. He's sitting on almost level 5. So it's much more even this game. Let's put it like that. Like it's basically identical when it comes to CS.
You can also put it like this: against Void Shadow Shaman, like any solo offlaner is gonna do, like most solo offlaner is gonna do pretty bad because Shadow Shaman is such a scary hero. Like the Shackle, and just his right click is so high now. But Tidehunter is actually one of the heroes that he deals very well with it because he's such a fatty, and like the Anchor Smash, and even the Kraken Shell to maybe even remove the Shackle too early. So in that sense, he doesn't necessarily take over the farm or the lane, but he's farming well and he's not dying. I said.
Yeah, you said they're gonna go on him. The Shackles are gonna be there. Bignum is gonna come in. He's gonna get the stun on the 3 of them. Cheshire Cat, he has some damage now. The Jug is gonna come in. I lost my everything, so Doy's gonna drop that chrono on the 3 of them to just at least save his own life. And oh, they tried killing the Tide.
And this TP is actually like it has a double purpose for Daxik. Like sure he got the kills, he saved the Tide and all that jazz. But okay, I thought they would leave Bane bottom to let him get his level 6, but Cheshire Cat said no, sir.
Poor players. Too rude. I was just like, whoa, there's a Jug here. What just happened? I really like these early rotations. Like when you see the safe laner just coming in for these.
Yeah, because I mean, if he didn't TP there, what would happen is probably I don't think anyone would die. Maybe actually he had Chrono, so maybe even Nyx would die or something like that. But instead they get 2 kill, he uses the Chrono and like he's gonna be able to pressure the safe lane a bit, and it's very good.
Oh, mid lane. Oh, Human has a soul ring. Is this something that I'm missing as well? And it's like the common Shadow Fiend build? No bottle.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top lane is things are happening in the top lane. They're gonna go on Bignum. They have 2 Iron Shells. They have the Shackles as well, the Healing Ward. Can't do enough against that, but can we talk about the soul ring?
Okay, so when I have a bottle on Shadow Fiend, I usually either only get like 1 rune and it's not enough to like sustain me, and I just get annoyed.
Oh, mid lane, Kuma, he might be in trouble. Shuvash is gonna come in. They have the damage with the TA. He has a couple of charges. He's actually gonna go for the ultimate and not gonna get it off. Sinking. A couple of creeps on him. It's gonna be it. You can talk, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but basically, like, I never really have the amount of mana that I want on Shadowfiend when I go bottle, because it's always like I don't get the runes, or I get 1 rune and I'm still like, I want to use my races. And I assume that this Soul Ring sustains you a lot better than a bottle does, because it has this passive mana regeneration, the 50%, and then you actually have the active too. So maybe this is actually next level new meta stuff happening.
It looks really good. With the infused raindrops, his mana regen is amazing. He has 4 mana regen now.
And he's gonna be able to go bonkers with farming.
You have a thing for bonkers today.
I don't know. Just happened.
I mean, talking about bonkers farming though, TA, she's getting a lot of farm too. Like, it's gonna farm up this stack now. Getting really close to Deso, 10 minutes in.
This is gonna be a super good.
Unless he dies, but it's just always on a fly here. He is gonna get the block. So, at least they have that going for them.
It'll be interesting to see if he actually is gonna try to like sneak the Roche with this super early. He's not gonna sneak Roche because he has 4 points in Sideblade. I thought maybe he would have like a quite high level on Meld, and then with the early Deso he can just sneak Roche quite fast. But not with this.
Sadoy with a very smart salve. I don't think he spotted Bignum being over here. He might go for a Chrono. He did. They have to stun on him though. But unfortunately, the Jug, he is controlled. The Bash is going to be there. And Doy is going to claim himself a Juggernaut. So it was almost really good.
This is Bignum shame of walk. Walk of shame.
Shame of walk. Yeah, he's not going to walk anywhere though.
Because he used the stun and then Over could just shackle.
Now while they're doing that, Cheshire Cat and Always Wanna Fly are creating a lot of pressure on that tower bottom lane. Or are they just gonna get it?
What's happening?
He has a Soul Ring too.
I wouldn't like. I don't think Threads is bad on Tidehunter. I don't think Soulring is bad on Shadow Fiend, but it's not like things you usually see in your everyday pub life and even competitive life. These players are just going crazy with the new ideas, and I like it.
There's an 11-minute Diesel on Pikachu with 400 gold on top of that.
It's fairly rushed though. He didn't go Aquila. He finished Power Treads, but he didn't go Aquila. He didn't go Raindrop. He didn't go anything.
Sadoy, they're gonna go on him. He has the time walk. Big Num is on top of him though. Stun is gonna connect. Do they have enough? Yeah, they're gonna go in with the Omni Slash.
Yeah, it's still
He
a
has level
super.
3 time walk.
You go
What's
to
happening?
Max Bash. No, this is pretty common when you go Carry Void. That you Max Bash. I really dislike it, but a lot of players seem to favor it.
That extra point in time walk is half the cooldown. It's insane.
I think it's like Time Walk maxed is too much value, but like I see a lot of players go this Max Bash instead. And I'm not a Void player, so I can't really like weigh in a lot why it's better or anything. Like it's more kill potential in Chrono. That's basically it. More kill potential, but less survivability.
Oh, APB, they're focusing down this tier 1 tower. And in the meantime, though, the Juggernaut is getting some good damage on the tier 2. Completely uncontested. He's gonna back off now, knowing that the tower already dropped. But they're gonna keep going. Pikachu's TP is actually on cooldown, so he can't go back for 15 seconds.
So I was fixing my mic.
What?
I was fixing with my mic, so I didn't hear what you said, so I can't follow up with some more.
Well, that's okay. I just said they don't have TP, so it's gonna end up being a trade, a tier 2 for a tier 2.
Yeah, I mean this is super classic. That like once you start to take their tier 1s and stuff, and then you kind of just collapse on both sides tier 2 like this, and it's just trade. Very common thing.
I laughed a little bit about Shuvash and his very, I don't know what to do with myself early game, but he almost has his Blink Dagger up.
Maybe gonna get it here from this stack if he can blast it some creeps.
I don't think there's anything more frustrating than not being a Darkseer and trying to take farm from Darkseer.
And as you can see, Gambit is actually going with Roche here, and they have a lot of Roche damage too. But I would assume APG wants to test this.
Always want to fly is in a really good position to break any smokes coming. Sadoy actually has a lucky invis. They do have vision. They're going to jump in though. He's going to get the chrono on 3 heroes. He's going to kill the healing ward right off the bat. Always want to fly. Going to control Pikachu for the meantime. Now the Ravage is going to come out. It's going to hit on 2. They're going to lose their Void. They're going to lose their Shaman. And now Pikachu, he's taking a lot of damage. He's worth a lot of money with all that farm he was able to get. He's going to try and fight this. Now the Epicenter is going to come in. Shuvash, he's trying to do everything that he possibly can, but now he's going to get stunned up and dropped. And that's going to be 4 heroes going down. And, well, a very easy way of finishing Roche.
So the issue what happened there for APB is that so Void got a really nice chrono off in the pit, but Bane and Nyx were both standing like in between, so they could make sure that they couldn't follow through on any damage. So basically the Roche was whiffed, whereas both Big Gnome and Always Wanna Fly got like really nice lockdown to like whatever heroes they wanted. I think if APB instead just made sure to kill the Nyx and the Bane, and then maybe Gambit would have gotten Roshan, but they couldn't have gotten like a really 3 versus 5 fight after, and they're just gonna win because they're more heroes. But instead they really, I think they felt pressure that they really wanted to not let them get the Roshan stuff, and it cost them a lot.
Tanking? Churush is gonna jump in. There's a lot of backup around here. This is such a hard lineup to find in the Cheshire Cat. He has the hood up now. They can still do damage. Pikachu might get gone on. They are going to get the Impale on him. Always want to fight. He has the grip available in a second. I'm not sure they're going to use it. No, they're not going to need it. Oh, what? Okay, he's gonna use it now. Did he save him with that? I think he saved him with that nightmare.
Might.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, he saved him from like a raise damage.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He wanted to grip him. Sure, that was why.
Ah, he really wanted to grip that 100 HP TA. Wards were dropped top as well. That is off the table for the next fight, and Cheshire was able to farm a lot of them.
Yeah. So I would assume Gambit is gonna push out some lanes and they're gonna go for this bottom tier 2. They might even go high ground after that. Or like, they might get to tier 2 and then go high ground. Depending on how they feel. They have the Chrono and they have Sanking Blink Dagger, so it's pretty scarce to go high ground.
For APB, the strat, it seems, is just running down mid. Maybe taking a tier 1 tower, but with Kuman just killing off the creep over like that. So again, what's the play? They're running around, like, do you go for a smoke, you try to get a kill? There's an Aegis on the Shadow Fiend, so he's a horrible target.
Yeah, in the current situation, APB is... It's very hard for them. I think, yeah, they want to do some smoke ganks and like, they have this Blink TA Deso now. They have Mech on Mag, they have Blink on Sanking. Like, they have the items that they really want. But they're too far behind to be able to take a 5-on-5 engage, so they kinda need to move around better than Gambit. Move around better in the sense of farming or getting pick off or whatever, but they kinda need to out-strategize them, I guess.
They do have a couple of deep observers, so they can see some of the movements. One of them in the bottom lane is gonna die now. And for Gambit, I mean, they're grouping up in the bottom lane. Cheshire Cat, he pushed out a little bit, has a TP so he can join his team, and they're all gonna just group up and finish the last outer tower. Do you think they're going high ground? It's still very scary to go high ground against. Like, you have a Darkseer, he doesn't have a blink, but you still have the potential of Chrono into Sanking.
I think they have Aegis for another 1.5 minutes. I think Pikachu, okay, they're smoking. Oh, this is so bad. What they should be doing here on APB is they should just get the mid tower as fast as they can. I guess, oh, they're gonna base race them actually. But they're a bit late. If they did this, if they were 15 seconds, okay, they're just gonna get the tier 2 and then go back. And this is very bad for APB. Because now they're not even in position to defend their high ground, and they used wards.
And they glyphed.
Yeah, like they glyphed and they're still half HP on tower before they're like even set up to defend. If they were there to like delay it from this beginning, then they probably wouldn't have lost the tower or anything, but now they just got outmaneuvered once more. They were a little bit late at going on the top tower. Paid their price. I think
It is a Shadow Fiend, they can push very fast.
I think what APB should have done is that they should have just let TA take the mid tower, and they should have put like Shadow Shaman and a little bit of like 2-3 heroes. Defend the high ground as much as they can to just allay them, and then like TA like try to farm as much as they can. And then if they go high ground, they at least have some heroes ready and they can kind of delay it and stuff. But it's very easy for me to speak about this when I'm spectator.
Yeah, sitting comfortably and knowing everything that is happening in the game. Mid lane, they're gonna get a jump onto the next assassin, picking up. Not gonna get a chance to save himself, so
Oh, this
they're
is
gonna claim
something.
himself a kill. Yeah, maybe a tier 1 tower 2. Cheshire Cat, his Blink Dagger is on cooldown. He can't jump in with a Ravage if they want, and they're actually gonna buy back on the Nyx. Trying to retreat. They're all backed away. Cheshire Cat is looking for an initiation, but he is not gonna find it.
This was nice for them. I think they really would have liked to get this tower mid, because it's a really annoying tower. Like it has so much map control around it. Like you never feel good about going Roche because the tower is so close, and it's like the mid laner never push because the tower is there. Like the mid towers, I've talked about this many times before, but the mid towers for both sides are so big for map control. It's really like if you can get it early, like Gambit did, it's such a relief. It opens up the map so much. But nonetheless, it was a good 1 minute for APB there. They got a kill and a buyback and some damage on the tower.
Eventually, they should be able to get the tower. It's so terrifying. I'm a bit surprised that they were able to just retreat and not get caught by... their catch is basically, like, they have Ravage, Nyx just bought back. Their catch is not amazing if they don't have the setup.
Bane wasn't really in position.
Yeah, it was only Cheshire Cat, kinda, but they retreated really quickly. I think the Nyx buyback may have been, like, again, it's very easy to say from this position, but the second he bought back, they all retreated, so there wasn't an opportunity for Cheshire Cat to jump in.
Yeah. No, I think it was a pretty good buyback, but he maybe should have held it a little bit. But then again, if he held it a little bit, then maybe Shadowfiend would have gotten killed. Would have been really bad in that sense. In the end, it's only a support buyback, so it's not that.
Hey, support lives matter.
Not as much as cores, sadly.
The money! Look at him, he's so poor.
And I am a support player, so it's not racist if I say it.
I don't think support is a race.
It is.
Oh, Chuva, she's going in. He's gonna get in with the epicenter. The damage is not quite there. Big now. He's gonna turn it. Chuva.
A good attempt, though, I'll have to say.
I don't know if he saw Shadowfiend there.
No, I don't think he saw.
I think he's. Maybe he doesn't die. Maybe he. I don't think he gets the kill on Bignum, but I don't think he dies.
Yeah, I think basically what happens is that both of them... Shadowfiend isn't...
You're cutting off a tiny bit.
Yeah, it's the constant... Either I have it a little bit too close and I like breathe in the microphone. I don't know, this microphone is terrible. But I'm gonna try to speak up and be loud when I actually speak instead. Hopefully there will be no breathing.
I'm sure we're gonna be okay. So items wise, it's gonna be travels. Wait, what? Kuman. Oh, what? I missed the kill because I'm looking at what's Kuman doing with his items. What? He has a talisman of evasion in his backpack. Okay, he swapped. Okay, never mind. He queued up travels. That was a bit weird.
I can see why the casual talisman is good though, like...
No, I don't mind it, just not
yeah.
in backpack.
Yeah, of course.
Like, that was the point I had an issue with. I was like, why is it backpack?
That is very true. And now APB is gonna make a move for the mid tower. They want a kill and the mid tower, of course, but it looks like GMB has a clue of what they're doing.
There's raindrops dropped in the mid lane for the last like 10 minutes, I think.
I kept looking at them too.
Can someone just kill it or do something with it?
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
GMB does not want to let them run away from here.
Cheshire Cat is getting ready. He's in position. He's waiting for them to come in. He's waiting very patiently behind the trees. Shuvash, you're gonna just let him go and back away.
Oh, Roche is up
Roche.
too. Yeah.
He can buy back if they decide they want to take this team fight. They are in vision, so they know that Pikachu and Sidoi are standing over there on the high ground, and it's basically just two heroes in the pit right now.
Tide has Blink and Pipe, so it's a very, very hard fight for B to take. I think even if he buys back in tanking.
He's almost back alive. The Roche is not dead yet.
But you really don't want to give away the Roche either, so it's a
Oh,
predicament.
Mag is gonna get the vacuum wall onto 3 heroes. Kuma's on the other side though. Sidoi is gonna drop the chrono on him. He's doing absolutely no damage though. And Kuman, that evasion is really paying off for him. The Ravage is gonna come now. It's gonna only catch on the Darks here. But I mean, that's still good. They already lost 2 heroes. They're gonna lose a 3rd here. And they're gonna get Roche.
Yeah. So APB kind of has.
Chuvash?
What? If Gambit gets Roche here for free, it's gonna be a super scary high ground push. So, like looking at it, even if there's a small chance that they win this Roche fight, it's probably like percentage-wise the best play they can do. High ground is gonna be like, okay, so Shadow Fiend stands and hits with Aegis, and then you either try to get on the backline, and yeah, maybe it will work, but probably not. Or you Chron the Shadow Fiend, maybe you kill him, but then he has another life, and you don't Chron, and it's like. So I really like it that they tried to make that play, because I think that was the right thing.
I think the only thing was that they were a bit slow on the chrono. I don't blame them. That's difficult. But if you got the Kuman and the chrono with the two other heroes, maybe they could have made it. But now on the high ground, they're gonna get an impale onto heroes, jump back. They're gonna get a vacuum and a ravage from Shuvash, but it just their damage is just not there with the items that Gambit has. And Pikachu, he's on the run, Sodoi running after his teammate. It looked so impressive, but they're just not gonna find anything with it. Kuman is just standing his ground, just hitting people away. No Fear is gonna lose his life to that Shadow Fiend. And this Shadow Fiend is terrifying.
We have a freaking...
Gonna jump on him. And Kuman is just gonna go for the ultimate, gonna cancel it. They're just playing with them at this point.
We have a Solar Crest Jagger, by the way. Just
almost
wanna point
chrono, the vacuum on 3 once again, Chuvash. Looking to maybe get another Ravage, so he's gonna have his chrono available in just a second. The racks are already gone though, and TA is controlled on the other side. Is Sodoi doing it? He's so scared.
Kuman has Aegis, so it's like, come at me.
Middle barracks has fallen.
And pipe and a healing ward and some evasion on top of all of that.
Can you please react to my Solar Crest Juggernaut?
What?
Yeah, Solar Crest on Juggernaut.
I know.
Yeah, but that's... How is Solaring on Shadow Fiend such a big deal, but not Solar Crest on Jagger?
What? It's not nearly as weird.
I think it is.
I don't think...
I
Yeah,
like it a lot this game. Like, it's
well, the
smart.
vacuum again, it's gonna be on 2, but there's literally no follow-up. They're just gonna get evaporated. They got a nice initiation, but that's pretty much it. And now Pikachu, he's getting run down by them. Darkseid, he's gonna have the disable on him. He's gonna purge him for a little bit. Now the stun is gonna connect, and that is gonna be Pikachu going down. And with that, they're gonna call GG. Chuva, she's trying to make some plays. No. He's gonna kill a creep wave.
Celebratory Ravage. Yeah,
I think they just outplayed and outdrafted them, basically.
Gambit just looked a lot stronger, like, hands down.
I think they have been playing together for a longer time. Might come into play.
Yeah, and
I don't know if you're talking or...
no, I'm not talking, I'm just thinking a little bit, but yeah, like Mag is a new player in APB 2 and stuff like that. I mean, Gambit just played really well. Innovative item choices and all this stuff.
Soaring Shadow Fiend tomorrow in your pubs.
Might.
I think it's good. I liked.
Yeah, I can see the behind it for sure.
Alright, so a pretty quick 2-0 for Gambit Esports. How long was that game? Maybe 30 minutes or so?
Yeah, it was also very short.
So early leads transition into early towers, which make for fast games. So Gambit Esports will be moving on. So this was the winners' final, so they'll be waiting in the grand finals for whatever team can battle their way up through the lower bracket, because we're completely done with the upper bracket now. Because this series was so quick, we're going to be taking a bit of a break, folks. So we're going to be stepping away to... the stream's going to go down for a while because it's going to be about an hour and 20 minutes before we get to our next game at 20 CEST between Kamachi and Penta, who have entered the fray as two of the teams from our open qualifier who did not make it, but we've had a couple of teams step away. So they will be fighting for a spot to play up against M19 in the lower bracket, and that will be coming at you at, like I said, 20 CEST. So we will be back. Who would you guys say is your MVP for this game before we step away?
That one is hard.
Yeah, I don't feel like anyone necessarily like. They just looked really good as a team, Gambit. Like they played really synchronized, I felt, and they made the right decisions.
I think it's Darkseer. I know he lost. Come on. He tried so hard.
Not gonna give it to Always Wanna Fly. Not gonna give it to the support. All right, well we'll give it to Mag, the stand-in for APB. So they will be dropping down to play up against. Actually, they have a little while before their matches come up. They'll be up again. They'll be in the losers final or losers semis. So we will see where they end up. So we will be stepping away, guys. We'll be back in just a bit. I know the stream is going to go down, but hopefully you guys will join us for our next series. This has been Blood in the Streets, Dota 2 Championship, brought to you guys by firstblood.io and Antline Audio. I'm the source. Joining me was PandaCast and eSkill Dota. We'll see you guys in a bit, and we'll catch you later.
Bye, everyone.